You cannot continue down that shitty road because that shitty, you know what that shitty road leads to. Don't act as if like you don't know where that road leads to. You know exactly where that road leads to. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they've been planning and doing for years in our government. You know what I'm saying? So if General Sarah Sultan is over there dropping that smoke, then get over there and check the smoke out. You could always do your own research because whether you like it or not, he's talking on his podcast. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that you have to follow his podcast if you don't want to. But if you can get over there and get a taste, and then when you get a taste, then you start looking up the information on your own, and then you will know whether or not he's speaking the truth or not. You know what I'm saying? Because you over there listening to politicians and they're lying to you to their teeth on every fucking corner they could possibly find. And they've been doing it like that for many, many years. So it's time for people to start making sure they understand what it is that they are doing. You know what I'm saying? You cannot just be a dummy all your life talking about conspiracies and all kind of bullfuckery. Nobody wants to hear that. It doesn't matter what the fuck they do. The truth is the truth, and that's what stands. You know what I'm saying? In all ways. You know what I mean? Nobody's here to convince anybody of anything. Because if you need convincing, one of the things that you should have looked at more carefully and more closely is this whole coronavirus situation that went on. And the way the government handled it, and the way the CDC handled it, and the way the World Health Organization handled it, and the way the Sergeant General handled it, and every crooked motherfucking doctor, black, white, nutcase that you can find, that was all up in there. It was no more than a complete satanic move to me in more ways. You know what I'm saying? Of a straight three-ring goddamn circus. You know what I'm saying? And many of the rulings that came down through that did not project what it is that they were actually saying. I hope they understand that. This is where they have made one of their biggest mistakes and exposed themselves to the fullest degree of the garbage of what they were really doing and what they were really planning all along for many, many years. You know what I'm saying? And handing the baton from one to another. You know what I'm saying? And not letting anybody up in there to get this shit right. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you do, you get blackballed and they bring up your whole far history. But nobody seems to want to bring up the history on none of the demon Democrats at all. They seem to be sliding through the media squeaky clean, especially when it comes to black people voting 91% demon Democrat every fucking year. Now they're beginning to take away that power from you because you see who's coming in alarming heat. You know what I'm saying? So black people need to start to even wake the fuck up past just consistently voting demon Democrat all their life. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't doing no research on that party. You ain't doing no background check on none of those people. You ain't doing none of. All you telling me is you're sitting up there voting demon Democrat because you feel the right. But in the end, those same people that you love so much is not going to hold you down. I tell you, one person gonna hold you down though is General Sarah Sultan City. They'll say General Sarah Sultan City. Look him up. A very wise brother, very powerful brother in his message. Many have disputes and this and that with them, but let me tell you something. When it comes to the conscious community, we got to cut that out. It's nice to see the debates. It's nice to see the different back and forth dialogue that's going on, and even the nice to see those that have been, saying exposed in many ways. And I'm saying because we need to know who's on our side, but at the same time, we don't have no more time for that bullshit, and that's a fact. Got no more time for that at all. We have to get to the facts that's gonna crack backs, and it's important that we do so. You know what I mean? It's important that we do so. What we do that? Smoking up the area with the smoke? But it's important that we do so. So this is Point Black saying, stay tight, stay right, stay in the fight. Make sure that we fight a good fight. It's always good to know what we do. So we got to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? But get over to my man, General Sarasota City, and get that smoke. It's important that you do. This is a time that the general mentioned that it needs to be preparations and different things coming in. So we need to get to that preparation. You know what I'm saying? And start to look at your political uh, mode that is putting people in power that you must dig deeper on. You can't just vote for somebody because he gave you a singing, a dance, and a good speech. Like Gavin in California with his nutcase ass. You know what I'm saying? And many other politicians too. All they're doing is playing you one against each other. We got to cut that out. Cannot be playing one against each other. So we have to start looking at this thing from a better perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because there's many people going to try to stop the flow, but they can't stop the heat that's coming their way. That's the problem they're going to face. So they better be careful to understand that in any shape or form that can come and hurt them as well. Even though you're thinking in the end it's going to be okay. No, it's not. It's not going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because once a race of people decides on full domination, it's very hard to get them off of that, and you don't know who they really are. In your eyes, they show one thing, but in another, they don't. So we have to look at that. It's important that we look at that. You know what I'm saying? So this is point blank saying, stay tight, stay right, stay in the fight, and we're gonna knock their asses out one way or another, and we gonna bring forth the true light. This is point blank saying, farewell. We will meet again. One.